What is happening, guys? Martin Martin is back again. You know where we are, so let's get into it. So I want to say a big thank you to the new subscribers and all the old subscribers for supporting the channel. Do very much appreciate it. So please, if this has saved you some time and some money, please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Ultimately, guys, obviously this is my perspective. This isn't necessarily something that I'm sure there's loads of different people who have done YouTube videos on it now, and there's no surprises. But ultimately, I just want to put in my 2 cents as well, just recapping over what my fragrance collection currently is growing to. And again, I did a recent survey about what would be the most all-encompassing fragrance. What would be a fragrance? Would you prefer to have a fragrance particularly for the gym, for the office, for the club? Or would you prefer to have a fragrance which is slightly more, an all-encompassing one bottle to rule them all? I don't think that's possible, because I think every person has their own personal preference when it comes to fragrances. Sense of smell is very important. Sense of smell obviously differs from a different person. Each thing you spray on your body, the skin chemistry is different, the pH level of your skin is different, and therefore what will pump off from the smell will be obviously different to each person. Ultimately, guys, it's one of those situations that, again, I want to say it is a good point that someone's made. I'm going to say it again. A fragrance is a conversation, and I'm going to spray something and give you an insight into maybe who I am, into maybe my life, potentially where I am in my life, or just how I'm feeling in that particular moment. So this is, guys, in my opinion, is probably one of the best, in my opinion, all-encompassing fragrances. I believe you could wear this particular fragrance for daytime, nighttime. You can go to the gym, potentially even wearing this for the gym. Yeah, it would still work for the gym. Might pump off a little bit more than you may want, but it'll still definitely work for the gym. Definitely wear this in the evening. Could easily wear this one to the club, and you spray probably a bit more on. Easily wear this one to the office, and I've worn this to the office. I've had indirect compliments or sort of look, and guys, for those guys that are wearing the fragrances and getting the compliments, you know exactly what that look is, and this is one that gets those looks. And this one is here, guys. This is Dylan Blue from Versace. Extremely versatile. It's one of those fragrances where you could say it doesn't necessarily stand out compared to more extreme versions of, I don't know, if you, for instance, you imagine Acqua Profumo. So that's a particular type of fragrance, aquatic sort of fragrance. But again, that may not lend itself to all circumstances. This one, however, happens to be one of those fragrances that I believe, you could wear this one. You name the circumstances, I think this one will still be appropriate. It's classy enough that it still has that sort of elegant edge where somebody thinks you're actually wearing a fragrance. But equally, it's also not so too loud. It's not too much in your face to such a point where people could think this person's trying to be obnoxious. Somebody wearing maybe, I don't know, a very extremely sort of leathery based fragrance, for example. Keynotes in this one come to bergamot, we have some patchouli, and we have some incense, and we also have some grapefruit. Top notes seem to be slightly more grapefruit based, and I think it's a very nice, fresh sort of aquatic sort of fragrance, especially in the top notes. And then when it comes to the dry down, guys, in the mids we have this patchouli note with some spices in there, and in the base we have some incense, which is a key note, and Ambroxan's also in here, and I do believe there's a note as well, some musk, yes, so some musk is in there. But for me, guys, it opens with this bright, not ambergris, but it opens with a bright grapefruit, how could I say, fresh, because it says aquatic notes in there, but fresh grapefruit. People say shower gel, but each to their own. I just think it's like bright summer sort of fragrance that you're getting when you smell it opening, and then it starts getting into the mids where we get this type of patchouli, which gives it this sort of earthy sort of smell. And I think that's the key masculine element that I think I like about this fragrance. And then in the base, obviously, we have this incense, a touch of tonka bean, and again, there's these spices as well that seem to sort of be in there, just fizzling over the top. Now, ultimately for me, guys, when I first smelled this one, I actually thought to myself, is this, I never mentioned it, is this a mix between what's it called, Bleu de Chanel, or for instance, is it a mixture of Dior Sauvage? So again, it's not a fragrance which, again, is not unknown. I think for the price point, guys, for what fragrances are, we're looking at now, people are talking about Creed Aventus, £267 or something in the UK. This particular fragrance, guys, I think this is 100ml, and I purchased this one probably only for about £50 or so, give or take. And I think you can actually get a 200ml even on Amazon for about £60. So I do believe, to be honest, guys, that this particular fragrance from Versace is extremely consistent, and I do believe it's been reformulated. It may not project as much as it did, but ultimately this is the second bottle I've had in the whole time it came out. And I think this one came out when? 2016. So it's my second bottle. At first I didn't like it, and again, as my nose started to mature and understand the nuances that go into fragrances, this is definitely one that's on my list. It gets me compliments pretty much every time I wear it. And if I don't get compliments necessarily, I do get at least a sort of acknowledgement that, hey, I like that fragrance. No words need to be said, because we know what's going on. So ultimately, guys, I would recommend it. If you've not checked this one out before, please do go and check it out. I do know that we're on a bit of lockdown right about now, but at the same time, guys, I think you should be ready to go when the time comes. This is a fragrance that I can take when I go and do my DJing and different stuff like that. This is a fragrance I can go and take with me to the club. I can be on the dance floor, wear this one with confidence, and equally I can go straight from the dance floor to the office technically with this particular fragrance, and I'll be fine. Worn this office, compliments in the office, equally compliments on the dance floor. It's not the loudest one on the dance floor, so don't get me wrong. If you're looking for a particular fragrance which is slightly more discotheque based, slightly different, but ultimately an all-encompassing fragrance. The price point, again, only 50 to 60 pounds. I do very much recommend this particular fragrance, guys. It's very nice. The dry down again gives you this ambroxy note, so a little bit sort of Dior Sauvage-ish, Dior Sauvage-ish. And also, again, when that patchouli keeps that masculine element there, and spicy element still coming out from my nose. And for me, it lasts all day, and that is the key thing. It actually lasts all day. I do probably a new spray when I'm going out. For instance, I'm gonna go to the club and wear this one, but I could have sprayed this one in the morning after a hot shower, and it's still, I can smell it well into the afternoon, no problems at all. It's long-lasting fragrance, guys. Well worth the money, well worth the time to invest. I think if you can get a bottle of this one, and again, you're not spending that much, and even to the point where, in my opinion, the cap, it has this type of spring. But also you can see the logo. That's the level of detail. That's the level of detail. This type of blue itself is just interesting to look at, let alone. So this is definitely one that could start a conversation, guys. If someone comes by and they see this bottle on your dress or whatever it may be, definitely start a conversation with this one. But anyway, guys, that was just a quick one from me. Next video I'm going to do is probably about some Zara fragrance, some shit that I purchased at some point. So we'll see anyway, guys. But hopefully, guys, I'll see you soon on the next video. By all means, if you do like this and save you some time and some money, please do not forget to subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.